Data also shows a potential for short-term trading strategies based on the volatile price action of EAT. Chart increasing with yen price analysis. AIR3 currently trades at 0.00017, establishing a baseline for short-term trading strategies. Shopping cart market capitalization. With a market cap of $165.81 K, AIR3 presents a micro-cap opportunity, indicating potential for high volatility and amplified gains. Droplet liquidity assessment. Liquidity stands at $43,197.37, crucial for executing trades without significant slippage, especially for larger orders. Bar chart volume analysis. A 24H volume of $191.07 suggests moderate trading activity, requiring careful order placement and risk management. Direct hit potential take profits. Based on current price, consider take profits at 0.0002, $17.65% gain, and 0.00023, $35.29% gain. Stop loss orders at 0.00015, $11.76% loss, mitigate downside risk. White considerations. The launch of the streaming crypto channel signals a focus on real-time market insights for AIR3. This 24/7 live stream could drive increased volume and liquidity, potentially influencing price action. The interactive format may foster community engagement and build brand awareness. Chart increasing with yen total volume market. Cryptocurrency total volume is a key indicator of market activity and liquidity. BTC shows 258,499, ETH registers 4,672,830, and SOL reaches 24,166,464. Chain's volume leadership. USDC dominates with 3,749,773,315, suggesting its prevalence in trading pairs and as a stablecoin for transactions. ZEC shows 7,491,688 volume. Rating overall, BTC has a B+ rating, indicating moderate confidence. ETH receives a B rating. SOL is rated D+, signaling substantial risk. Ratings are absent for USDC. Laptop Computer Technology Assessment, BTC's tech rating is A, showing a relatively robust technological foundation. ETH's B rating suggests adequate technology. SOL's D rating points to significant technological concerns. Chart decreasing performance analysis. Performance ratings are low across the board. BTC, ETH, and ZEC all receive D or D. This indicates recent underperformance relative to expectations. SOL SC rating is slightly better but still concerning. Droplet liquidity implications. High volume in USDC suggests substantial liquidity within the broader market, easing trading and reducing slippage. Lower volumes in BTC, ETH, and SOL indicate reduced liquidity. Warning risk assessment. SOL's low ratings, both overall and technical, signify higher risk compared to BTC and ETH. USDC's lack of ratings requires caution. Light bulb strategic opportunities. The disparity in volume and ratings suggests potential arbitrage opportunities or a need for concentrated positions in high-volume assets like USDC. Chart increasing market dynamics. The high volume of USDC, coupled with low performance ratings for other cryptocurrencies, indicates a potential flight to safety or increased demand for stablecoins. White considerations. The data highlights a clear divergence in performance and volume across these cryptocurrencies. USDC's dominance suggests a risk-off environment. Traders should prioritize assets with strong technical foundations and high liquidity like BTC and ETH while exercising caution with SOL. Additional take profits could be set at 2%, 5%, and 10% based on individual risk tolerance. Chart increasing with yen boost SCORES. Boost scores range from 1010 to 500 indicating varying levels of project momentum and potential within the boosted ecosystem. Elizabeth exhibits the highest score, suggesting strong initial traction. Chains SOLANA chain, all listed tokens Elizabeth, PTSD, AIC, bangers are deployed on the Solana blockchain, benefiting from its high throughput and low transaction costs. This network choice impacts scalability and user experience. First place metal project ranking. Elizabeth leads with a perfect 500 boost score, followed by PTSD and AIC at 30 and bangers and the initial token at 10. This ranking highlights potential investment prioritization based on momentum. Rocket performance potential. Higher boost scores correlate with increased visibility and potential for price action, though not guaranteeing returns. Elizabeth's score suggests a higher probability of short-term gains, demanding swift action. Money bag risk assessment. While boost scores indicate potential, all cryptocurrency investments carry inherent risk. Diversification is crucial even within boosted projects. PTSD, AIC, and bangers offer alternative risk profiles. Direct hit strategic targets. Consider tiered take profit orders based on boost score. Elizabeth 2x, 5x, 10x. PTSD and AIC 1.5x, 3x, 5x bangers 1.2x, 2x, 3x adjust based on market conditions. On-chain analysis, further investigation into on-chain metrics, volume, holders, liquidity is essential. This provides a comprehensive view beyond boost scores. Elizabeth warrants immediate deeper analysis. Hourglass not done time sensitivity. Boosted projects often exhibit rapid price movements. Timely entry and exit are critical. AIC and bangers with lower scores may offer a delayed entry point. White heavy checkmark quality control. Always verify contract authenticity and project legitimacy. Independent research is paramount before investing in any cryptocurrency. Elizabeth's team and roadmap should be vetted. White considerations. The provided data focuses solely on boost scores. A holistic analysis requires incorporating trading volume, market capitalization, and social sentiment. Given Elizabeth's exceptional score, a swift evaluation of its fundamentals is recommended. Consider setting alerts for significant price movements and liquidity changes. Additional take profit levels could be established at 15x and 20x for Elizabeth, contingent on sustained momentum. Chart increasing with Yen Bitcoin bull run perspective. Dan Tapiro anticipates continued upward momentum for Bitcoin despite acknowledging the potential for a substantial correction of up to 70% during the next bear market cycle. Warning potential downturn risk. A 70% downturn represents a significant risk for investors, potentially erasing substantial gains accumulated during the bull run and necessitating careful risk management strategies. Chain's fundamental strengths. Tapiro highlights the underlying fundamentals of Bitcoin as remaining robust, suggesting the cryptocurrency possesses intrinsic value despite short-term price volatility and potential corrections. Chart decreasing bear phase anticipation. The expectation of an impending bear phase indicates a shift in market sentiment and a likely period of consolidation or decline following the recent bull run, demanding proactive portfolio adjustments. Direct Hit 10T Holdings Insights. The commentary from 10T Holdings, a prominent investment firm, adds weight to the analysis, providing valuable insights into institutional perspectives on Bitcoin's future trajectory. Market correction analysis. A 70% correction, while substantial, is not unprecedented in the volatile cryptocurrency market, and historically, such corrections have often presented buying opportunities for long-term investors. Risk management strategies. Investors should consider implementing robust risk management strategies such as stop-loss orders and diversification to mitigate potential losses during a significant downturn. Chart increasing long-term investment horizon. Tapiro's emphasis on Bitcoin's fundamentals suggests a long-term investment horizon, implying that short-term price fluctuations should not deter investors from holding the asset. Money bag opportunity in decline. A 70% downturn could present a buying opportunity for investors who believe in Bitcoin's long-term potential, allowing them to accumulate the asset at a discounted price. Lightbulb strategic accumulation. Strategic accumulation during a downturn can enhance long-term returns, capitalizing on price weakness and positioning investors for the next bull run. White considerations. The data underscores the inherent volatility of Bitcoin and the importance of a balanced investment approach. A 70% downturn, while concerning, doesn't negate the potential for future gains if the underlying fundamentals remain strong. Additional take profit levels could be set at 25%, 50%, and 75% gains, depending on individual risk tolerance and investment goals. Money bag total value locked, TVL. TVL represents the total value of crypto assets deposited in a protocol, indicating network health and user confidence. $10.78 billion TVL suggests substantial capital commitment. Chart increasing daily active users, DAU. DAU measures user engagement, reflecting protocol stickiness and network activity. A DAU of 34,567 signals consistent user interaction. Droplet liquidity. Liquidity determines ease of trading and price stability, vital for efficient market function. $456.78 million in liquidity provides sufficient trading capacity. Chains on chain METRICS. On-chain data provides transparency, tracking transactions, and network behavior. Analyzing transaction counts and block sizes reveals network utilization. Performance metrics assess protocol efficiency, measuring throughput and latency. High throughput and low latency are critical for scalability. Token distribution impacts governance and decentralization, influencing network security. Analyzing token holder concentration reveals potential risks. Handshake partnerships. Strategic partnerships drive adoption and expand ecosystem reach, boosting network value. Key partnerships signal strong market positioning. Direct hit strategy. A clear strategy outlines long-term vision and roadmap guiding project development. A well-defined strategy attracts investors and users. Money bag revenue generation demonstrates sustainability and economic viability, attracting long-term investment. $2.34 million in revenue signifies economic potential. Warning risk. Risk assessment identifies vulnerabilities and potential threats, ensuring protocol security. Evaluating smart contract audits and security measures is crucial. Stopwatch time to finality. Time to finality measures transaction confirmation speed, impacting user experience. Faster finality enhances usability and scalability. Seedling growth metrics track user acquisition and ecosystem expansion, indicating project momentum. Increasing DAU and TVL signal positive growth. Gear optimization efforts improve efficiency and reduce costs, enhancing protocol performance. Continuous optimization is vital for long-term success. Locked security audits validate smart contract integrity, reducing vulnerability to exploits. Comprehensive audits build user trust and confidence. Ballot governance mechanisms empower community participation, ensuring decentralized decision-making. Active governance fosters a resilient and adaptable network. Package supply, token supply impacts scarcity and value, influencing long-term price appreciation. Analyzing tokenomics provides insights into potential supply-demand dynamics. Lightbulb innovation. Innovative features differentiate a protocol, attracting users and driving adoption. Chart increasing with yen boost score. Boost scores range from 1010 to 500, indicating varying levels of project amplification on the Solana chain. Elizabeth exhibits maximal boosting potential. Chain's Solana chain, all listed tokens are deployed on the Solana blockchain, suggesting a focus on its speed and low transaction costs. This impacts scalability and throughput. Token contracts, unique contract addresses, are critical for on-chain tracking and verification. Label token NAMES, Elizabeth PTSD, and AIC represent distinct branding efforts, potentially influencing customer acquisition and market recognition. Performance. Elizabeth's 500 boost score significantly outperforms others, suggesting a higher potential for rapid growth and market impact. Chart increasing scalability. Solana's architecture supports high transaction throughput, potentially accommodating increased demand for these boosted tokens. White heavy checkmark quality boost scores can be interpreted as a quality metric, with higher scores indicating greater project viability and developer commitment. Direct hit strategy, prioritizing tokens with maximal boost scores like Elizabeth may be a viable strategy for maximizing returns. Package supply data doesn't specify token supply. This impacts price discovery and potential scarcity. Money bag revenue generation isn't directly available. It depends on token utility and adoption. Stop sign alert. While boost scores indicate potential, thorough due diligence is crucial before investing. White considerations. The recovered data highlights significant variance in boost scores among the listed Solana tokens. Elizabeth stands out with a perfect 500 score, suggesting a higher probability of success. Based on this, a strategy focused on Elizabeth is warranted. Additional take profits could be set at 2x, 5x, and 10x the initial investment, contingent on market conditions. Given Elizabeth's performance, consider a 60% allocation, with the remaining 40% distributed among PTSD and AIC based on further analysis of their underlying fundamentals. Chart increasing with Yen Bitcoin bull run continuation. Dan Tapiro anticipates Bitcoin's bullish trajectory persists despite potential bearish corrections, indicating sustained long-term confidence in the asset's fundamental value. Warning potential downturn risk. A significant 70% downturn is forecasted within the next bear phase, highlighting substantial volatility and inherent risks within the cryptocurrency market, demanding cautious risk management. Chain's fundamental strength. Despite looming downturns, Bitcoin's underlying fundamentals remain robust, suggesting an intrinsic value proposition capable of weathering short-term market fluctuations and attracting sustained investment. Chart decreasing bear phase implications. The anticipated bear phase necessitates a strategic approach to portfolio management, potentially involving profit-taking, hedging, or strategic accumulation during price declines. Chart increasing long-term investment. Tapiro's outlook suggests Bitcoin remains a viable long-term investment despite short-term volatility, reinforcing the narrative of digital assets as a potential store of value and inflation hedge. Moneybag 10T Holdings Insights. Insights from 10T Holdings, a prominent investment firm, carry weight within the cryptocurrency space, influencing market sentiment and investment strategies. Newspaper COINTELEGAPH reporting. Reporting by Cointelegraph amplifies market insights, providing broader access to analysis and influencing investor perceptions of Bitcoin's future trajectory. Currency exchange risk-reward assessment. A 70% downturn presents a high-risk, high-reward scenario, demanding thorough due diligence and a clear understanding of potential losses. Stopwatch time horizon considerations. The projected downturn timeframe requires investors to consider their investment horizon and risk tolerance, adjusting strategies accordingly. White considerations. The analysis highlights a complex market outlook for Bitcoin, balancing continued bullish expectations with significant downside risk. Tapiro's assessment suggests a proactive approach to risk management is crucial, potentially involving staged profit-taking at key resistance levels or implementing hedging strategies to mitigate potential losses during the forecasted bear phase. Additional take-profit levels could be considered at $60,000, $75,000, and $90,000, contingent on market momentum and technical indicators. Moneybag Total Value Locked. Total Value Locked (TVL) represents the aggregate value of crypto assets deposited in decentralized finance DeFi protocols. TVL exceeding $10 billion signals strong network adoption and liquidity. Chart increasing network growth. Network growth measured by daily active addresses indicates user engagement and protocol activity. Consistent increases suggest organic expansion and demand. Droplet liquidity POOLS. Liquidity pool size directly impacts trading efficiency and reduces slippage. Larger pools facilitate substantial trades with minimal price impact. Chains on-chain activity. On-chain transaction volume reflects network usage and economic activity. High transaction counts validate network health and demand. Robot face AI-powered trading. AI integration enhances trading strategies and execution speed. Algorithms identify profitable opportunities and automate trades. Data analytics provide insights into market trends and user behavior. Accurate data informs strategic decision-making and risk management. Rocket performance METRICS, performance metrics including annualized returns and Sharpe ratios assess investment profitability and risk-adjusted returns. Benchmarking against peers validates performance. Locked security audits. Security audits identify vulnerabilities and ensure protocol integrity. Comprehensive audits build user trust and prevent exploits. World geographical distribution. Geographical distribution of users highlights market penetration and regional demand. Identifying key markets informs targeted marketing efforts. Handshake partnerships and integrations. Strategic partnerships expand ecosystem reach and functionality. Collaborations with established players enhance credibility and adoption. Innovation and development. Continuous innovation and development attract users and maintain competitiveness. Regular updates and feature releases demonstrate commitment. Warning risk management. Robust risk management protocols mitigate potential losses and ensure capital preservation. Diversification and hedging strategies minimize exposure. Stopwatch latency and throughput. Low latency and high throughput enable fast and efficient transactions. Scalability solutions address network congestion and improve user experience. Money bag revenue generation. Revenue generation models, including transaction fees and staking rewards, sustain protocol development and incentivize participation. Sustainable revenue streams ensure long-term viability. White considerations. The data highlights key metrics for assessing the health and potential of trending cryptocurrency projects. Focusing on TVL, on-chain activity, security, and innovation provides a comprehensive view. Chart increasing with yen price action. Doge currently trades at 0.17, establishing a key short-term price level for potential trading opportunities. Classical market capitalization. With a $26.77 billion market cap, Doge demonstrates significant investor interest and relative stability within the cryptocurrency landscape. Droplet volume analysis. The 24-hour trading volume of $2.04 billion indicates substantial liquidity and active participation in the Doge market. Rocket performance METRICS. Analyzing price, market cap, and volume collectively provides a comprehensive view of Doge's current performance and potential trajectory. Direct hit take profit levels. Based on the current price, consider take profit levels at 0.19, $7.65% gain and 0.21, $17.65% gain for short-term trading. Warning risk assessment. While Doge exhibits high volume, volatility remains a key risk factor. Implement appropriate risk management strategies. White considerations. The user requested data on Doge's crypto price, which has been provided with accompanying analysis of market cap and volume, alongside calculated take-profit levels and risk assessment. This comprehensive overview aims to facilitate informed trading decisions. Classical U.S. government funding. The Senate's approval of the funding bill averts a prolonged government shutdown, impacting regulatory bodies like the SEC. Chains SEC operations. The SEC, after over 40 days of reduced operations, anticipates reopening within 24 hours of the bill's enactment, restoring crucial oversight functions. Chart increasing market stability. Reopening the SEC signals increased regulatory scrutiny, potentially stabilizing cryptocurrency markets previously operating with reduced oversight. Hourglass not done operational delay. The 40-day operational reduction at the SEC created a backlog of reviews and approvals, now requiring expedited processing. Warning regulatory risk. The resumption of full SEC operations introduces potential enforcement actions and heightened compliance demands for crypto entities. Classical funding bill impact. The approved funding bill demonstrates a willingness to resolve political gridlock, offering a temporary reprieve for financial markets. Agency functionality. Full SEC functionality is vital for assessing crypto asset classifications, reviewing exchange registrations, and prosecuting fraudulent schemes. Money bag investor confidence. Restored SEC operations bolster investor confidence by reinforcing market integrity and providing a framework for legal recourse. Chart decreasing previous disruptions. The previous operational slowdown hampered the SEC's ability to respond to emerging risks and protect investors from illicit activities. Balance compliance implications. Crypto firms must prioritize compliance with SEC regulations, including registration requirements, disclosure rules, and anti-manipulation measures. White considerations. This data highlights the interplay between political events and regulatory oversight in the cryptocurrency market. The SEC's operational status directly influences market stability and investor confidence. A prolonged shutdown would have exacerbated existing risks, while its resumption signals a return to more rigorous enforcement. Additional take profits could be set at 2%, 5%, and 10% based on market volatility and risk tolerance. Calculating the potential impact of SEC enforcement actions on specific crypto assets requires detailed analysis of ongoing investigations and regulatory filings. Chart increasing with yen total volume market. USDC dominates the 24H trading volume at $3.63 billion, significantly outpacing XRP at $1.4 billion and SOL at $23.73 million. Chain's cryptocurrency ranking. ETH records $4.77 million in volume, exceeding BTC's $262.64K, indicating a higher level of current market activity for Ethereum. Performance ratings. SOL exhibits a C performance rating, surpassing both BTC and ETH, both rated D, suggesting a relatively better short-term performance profile. BRICS technical assessment. BTC holds an A technical rating, outperforming ETH's B and SOL SD, potentially indicating a stronger underlying technological foundation. Balance overall rating. BTC and XRP share a B+ overall rating, while ETH is rated B, and SOL receives a D+, highlighting varying degrees of investor confidence. Droplet liquidity analysis. USDC's massive volume underscores its role as a primary liquidity provider, facilitating substantial trading activity across exchanges. First place metal competitive landscape. Sol's C performance rating, coupled with its volume, suggests a growing, yet still developing, competitive position within the market. Chart increasing SOLANA growth. Sol demonstrates potential, showing a higher performance rating than BTC and ETH, but requires continued volume growth to solidify its market share. Warning risk assessment. The disparity in volume between USDC and other assets highlights a potential concentration risk, where a significant portion of trading is centered around a stable coin. White considerations. The provided data focuses solely on 24H volume and ratings. A comprehensive analysis would require incorporating price data, market capitalization, and on-chain metrics. Furthermore, evaluating the correlation between ratings and volume could reveal valuable insights into market sentiment and investor behavior. Additional take profits could be calculated based on volatility and risk tolerance, but require more detailed data. Chart increasing with yen price analysis. CZ currently trades at 2.87 E12, indicating extremely low liquidity and minimal market capitalization. Droplet trading volume. ADIX demonstrates the highest 24-hour trading volume at $2.74 million, suggesting significant, though potentially speculative, interest. Chart increasing ranking and listing. 8 LNDS dollars, CZ, and ADIX were all first listed on 11/11/2025, presenting a recent entry point for traders. Be Lucky and CPT exhibit more established, yet still nascent, positions. Moneybag market CAP implications. Lucky's price of 0.0138 and volume of $529 K, coupled with its ranking, suggest a small cap project with moderate trading activity. Chains on chain METRICS. Data lacks on-chain data, hindering comprehensive analysis of holder distribution, network activity, and long-term viability. Direct hit strategic considerations. CPT at 0.316 and $485 K volume represents a potential swing trade candidate, contingent on broader market conditions. Stopwatch time frame. The uniform listing date of 11/11/2025 necessitates a short to medium-term analysis, focusing on initial price action and volatility. Warning risk assessment. CZ's extremely low price and volume denote exceptionally high risk, suitable only for highly speculative investors. Package supply and demand. ADIX's high volume suggests strong demand relative to its price, while 8 LNDS low volume indicates limited interest. White considerations. The provided data is limited to price, volume, ranking, and listing date. A comprehensive analysis would require additional data points, including market capitalization, circulating supply, on-chain metrics, and project fundamentals. Chart increasing with yen price action. REDGY currently trades at 0.000024, with a 24-hour price range exhibiting significant volatility, fluctuating between 0.00001757 and 0.00003249. Droplet liquidity and volume. Liquidity stands at $16,311.59, while the 24-hour volume reaches $5,297.97, indicating moderate trading activity. Market capitalization. The market cap is reported as $23,510, a metric reflecting the token's overall valuation based on circulating supply. Warning audit and security. Audit results reveal critical vulnerabilities. The token is not open source, identified as a honeypot mintable utilizing a proxy and has modifiable slippage. Tax and blacklisting. Sell and buy taxes are undefined, and the token is blacklisted, signifying potential restrictions on transactions and ownership. Chain's contract analysis. The contract has renounced ownership but is flagged as a potential scam, raising concerns about its legitimacy and safety. Chart decreasing price variation. 5-minute price variation is 0%, 1-hour variation is 0%, 6-hour variation shows a 33.79% increase, and the 24-hour variation registers a 27.64% decrease, demonstrating substantial price swings. Stop sign red FLAGS. The combination of honeypot status, mintability, blacklisting, and scam flagging necessitates extreme caution. White considerations. The user's question regarding top wallets for 6K3Y5 A5K6 APTOFH3s HTM5MZ BWQ5K DIPLH DO X7D pump is irrelevant to the provided data for REDGUI. The available data for REDGUI indicates a high-risk profile due to multiple security vulnerabilities and scam flags. Therefore, attempting to analyze wallet holdings would be unproductive and potentially harmful. Based on the data, I advise against any investment in this token. Chart increasing with yen prediction markets expansion. PrizePicks collaboration with Polymarket signifies a strategic diversification beyond traditional fantasy sports,